Hi Zoe, hi YouTube friends. Right, another journal update for you guys. This is the week starting the 8th of January. Okay, so I started the week by, guess what, cleaning the house. And then I caught up on my journal and received my Tesco's online shop. So put that all away, that took ages. What else? In the evening we watched How I Met Your Mother. We're getting near the end of that now. And we had chicken burgers for dinner because they were easy. So I just needed a easy day because Monday is my tired day. And then Tuesday, Mabo, who I used to work with at the Chinese, she came over because she is now doing nails. So she popped over and because she needed a guinea pig and did these gel nails on me, which you might have saw on last week's video that had very nice pink sparkly nails. They're really, really cool. But unfortunately, when I did the housework this week, quite a lot of it chipped off. So they've now been taken off. Look how old my hands look. But my nails look nice because she come and took it off for me. But God, so old my hands. So I've got all this nail stuff down here because I had sparkly nails. Please go check the other video out. See the sparkly ones? They were really good because they colour changed as well. So when my hands were hot, they were like a pale pink, and then when my hands were cold, they were like a real bright pink, which was so lovely. When Loki came back from school, he wasn't feeling very well at all, so he just sort of chilled out on the sofa. I did think I was going to have to keep him off because there's a lot of obviously flu going around, but he seemed to perk up a bit later, so that was alright. We had collie, broccoli and bacon cheese for dinner with roast potatoes, which was absolutely yummy. Really, really enjoyed that. I love roast potatoes, as you know, and I love cauliflower cheese. And I watched Awkward. On the Wednesday, I ate the last of the Pop-Tarts because we had Jolly Rancher Pop-Tarts for Christmas, and so I had the last one. Uploaded some videos to YouTube. I had to go at cutting my own fringe, mainly because I'm lazy, because where I go to get my hair cut is up by my son's old school, which is a mile away and a mile back, and I thought, oh, I really can't be bothered in this weather to walk all the way up there to get my fringe cut. So I cut it myself, which I did have a scary moment for a moment where I misjudged the ping factor of it. So I thought, oh, I'm going to have like a really short fringe, but it's okay. I saved the day and it's not too bad. I won't be doing that again. I think I'll just make the walk to the hairdressers in the future. And I started on Zoe's challenge, and I've actually finished Zoe's challenge, but I'll make a video once I've sent it. Well, I'll make a video before I send it, obviously, but I want her to see it first. We had campfire stew for dinner, which I've popped a picture here, and Romaine popped over because we are booking a holiday together for her 40th birthday. So she come over, but I'm not, this gives you a little clue, but I'm not telling you where yet to the other page. But we had some issues because we were booking with Ryanair and it wouldn't let us pay for it, which is weird. It just kept on like the little pay button was not working, which was getting very, very irritating. So my husband had a look at it and said that Ryanair's security had expired. So our computer was not letting us book it because obviously it was an open website. So, because we've got all singing, all dancing, as Jared is a computer technician, like firewalls and all sorts going on with our computer, so it wouldn't let us because it was unsafe. So I thought, well, I'll wait till the next day and try it then. It's got a little security and that. Coming over. Thursday, I went to work and I posted some Happy Mail on the way to work. On the way back, I popped into Sainsbury's and I bought this really lush Dachshund. It's because Americans call them Dachshunds and we call them Dachshunds. I nearly got mixed up there. Dachshund doormat. It's so lush, and it was only £3 at Sainsbury's. So I was like, "Yep, you've got to come home with me." Over the week, I have been sorting out all my arts and crafts stuff, absolutely organising. I have posted it up on the Fauxbonichi site. I couldn't do it before because by the time I posted it up to Fauxbonichi, there was no before. It was just after, where everything was clean and tidy. So yeah, I've been sorting out. This looks very much like my little bit under the stairs. So I'll put that picture in. And then we had shepherd's pie for dinner. So that was yummy. And Romain came over again to try, and gives you a huge hint in the middle of the page where we're booking for, to try the flights again, and it was a little bit of a nightmare, but we have eventually managed to get it all booked up. First of all, the flights did not want me to book them again, so Jared had to drop the firewall, and well, I spoke to Ryanair and they said to download Google Chrome because that's where their security is. So future reference for anyone booking Ryanair flights, you have to book them through Google Chrome, not like Firefox or anybody else, okay? Because that's who they've got the security with. So it's not expired on that page. But my security was still quite high, so Jared had to drop the firewall just so that I could get the flights booked, which was just annoying. And then we went to book the hotel and picked it all up, pressed the button, and it sat there just doing that spinny thing where it goes like that. It just sat there doing that for like 20 minutes and we're like, is this booked or not? So we had to phone them up, wait for ages in a queue for somebody to answer the phone, and then we're like, is this booked? And they were like, no, it hasn't gone through, you can try it again. So we went back into the system with them on the phone, and it had gone up from £428 to £507. I was like, no, no. And he was like, well, where were you in it? I said, we had put all the credit card details, everything in. It was, you know, meant to be booked. So he goes, oh, I'll pass you through to sales. So I had to explain it all to sales. But luckily sales took our details and said, oh yeah, I can see that that's in limbo and we'll confirm it at the price that you originally had. And it was just a £10 deposit today, so we only had to pay the £10, but the £428 price is secure, which I know is pricey, but Venice again is pricey. So, and it's her 40th birthday, so you know, I've got till September to save for it, so it's not too bad. And the flights were 100, so I just paid for the flights and then I'll just save for the hotel and spending money. So yes, off to Venice again. And this is me feeling frazzled. Take 3 deep breaths after all the palaver, because it's just stressful really, because it's obviously Romain's big birthday and she hasn't been abroad for 10 years, so it's a bit special to her. I actually went with her on her abroad 10 years ago, and that was to New York. That was for her 30th. So apparently every 10 years I go on holiday with Romain. So Romain had to get back because by the time we sorted all that out, it was quite late and she hadn't had her tea, so she popped off home. I phoned up Rachel because I was a bit stressed after all that and needed to vent it all. Some things just play on me. As you know, I do suffer from anxiety, and some things will just dig. It's so funny because I've booked probably 1 trillion holidays, not just for myself, but obviously I worked for Thomas Cook, so, and just sometimes they stress you out. Anyway, so I phoned up Rachel and she's got a Fitbit, and she was telling me all about her Fitbit. Now I thought they were just for the steps, but apparently they not register, I can't think of the word. They monitor, that's the one, monitor your sleep patterns as well. And like when you're in REM sleep or deep sleep and stuff like that. I thought it was really, really interesting. Obviously the cheap ones don't, but I imagine the one that she's got is a really, really good one. So I was quite interested by that. But I'd like one, but I can't afford. I think she paid like 70 or 80 quid. Can't afford that. Not with buying holidays all the time, I can't. And then these little credit cards have got the padlock on. No more holidays, no more spendy money. While all this was going on, Jared was off his roller skating lesson, his dancing roller skate lesson, and he phoned me up because he gets back quite late, and he asked if I wanted apple pie from McDonald's. So I was like, yes, I do. I need something sweet and cakey like. So that's what he brought me back, because he's lush sometimes. Oh, and I saw, when I was cutting up magazines, I saw this, and it just sort of like, is Loki at the moment. It's that, is he being forced to grow up too fast? Now, I've kept my son quite young. What I mean by like that, he's not completely sheltered, but I never, like, there was people when he was at little school that were like 8, 9 and 10, and they were playing like Grand Theft Auto, which is like at 18, and like Loki, he don't watch 18 films, doesn't play 18 games. I just do the good mummy thing and go by the certificate, do you know what I mean? And just, he's not been exposed to that sort of stuff. Well, now secondary school has come along, and I've given him all the means. I mean, he's had the sex education talk, do you know what I mean? So, because I don't want him to go there and they say stuff and he doesn't know what they're on about and looks daft, or they tell him the wrong things and they get scared about them. So, you know, it's stuff like that. So he's not unworldly, like, I talk to him properly, but it's just, he is a younger 12-year-old. I mean, he just is. And the same with my best friend's little girl. She is as well. We've just kept them young, because you don't need to grow up fast, do you? You're an adult for a very, very, very long time. You should be a child while you can. So, but of course now he's at secondary school. They've all got phones, and some of the boys were showing pictures of boobies, which stressed poor Loki out a little bit, because he come and told me about it, and I was like, well, that's all right, you know, you're going to see him one day. But he got all a bit stressed about it and was upset that it was something wrong, and I just take it all in a very relaxed way, because, you know, he is going to see boobies one day. So I said, well, don't worry, you know, as long as it's not disturbing the lessons, or, you know, it's anything naughty like that, then, and I don't encourage it to go around downloading them or anything, but, you know, it doesn't matter at the end of the day. But I do feel like he's slightly being forced to grow up a little bit quicker than he wants to. So, yes, so I thought I'll commemorate this time, because I'm sure at some point he'll be all grown up and boobies won't be an issue, will they? And then 12th, which was Friday, I dyed my grey, because that comes back like wildfire. I caught up in my planner and my journal, just did little bits in it, got pictures and stuff like that. When I went to work, Sue was off, because she is very, very ill at the moment. She has got pleurisy, but she's been ill since September, so I think she must have had pneumonia at some point. She's just not been very well at all. She's been getting anything that is about, she is getting. So poor Sue. So she's got some time off at the moment. She's been signed off for 2 weeks. So I was covering the shop by myself. Jamie was popping in and out, but she had things to do in the kitchen, so I'm running the Chinese. No, not literally. Saturday I had a lie-in. Thought this picture's quite good for a lie-in. And Jay took us out for breakfast. I decided to harvest and get rid of all my Good Housekeeping magazines. So I've probably got 2 years worth, so that's about 24 and some odd ones. And I thought, no, they're just taking up too much space now. So I'm properly go through all of them. Absolute mission it is. And harvest everything that I might need out of them and just bin them, because it's just take up masses of room in my little cupboard. So this is why there's a lot of Good Housekeeping little magazines all over the shop. And then I went to work in the evening on Sunday. I chatted to Rach. Chick had been ill all over the weekend as well. And I changed the beds, harvested some more of the Good Housekeeping magazines, pulled out some of the recipes from them, the vegetable recipes. I think we need to inject some vegetables into our life. Christmas hasn't done us any good, so got a big basket of vegetables here. Watched a bit of Top Gear with the boys and then went to work. So that was the end of that week. So if you've liked this, please like and subscribe, and feel free to comment. I love your comments. I love answering them. So feel free, and I hope everybody has a wonderful week. Take care. Bye.